Good evening, peeps. Okay, so tonight, let me check the volume because I want to make sure. Hey, Dana. I want to make sure that, the volume's up. There we go. I forget to do this. Hey, Betsy. Hey, Dana. I had to remember to turn the volume up. Okay, so hi, Ariel Grace from A Gang of Girls Radio, and tonight we're going to be talking about Ascended Masters, and next week we'll be talking about Ascended Masters too. Hey, Tara, hi. Okay, so and we're going to cover JC. That's what I call him. We're going to cover Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, Lord Melchizedek, Saint Germain, and Lady Nada. Next week, we're going to cover more. Hey, Susan. So we'll cover more Ascended Masters next week. And so we're going to talk about what they are. And hey, Brennan. Hi. Okay, so all right, let me do the announcements, and then we're going to get into this. This is like one of my favorite things. And tonight you might see me tear up because I love talking about the Ascended Masters. They make my heart open, and hopefully it will help your heart open too. Or hopefully the Ascended Masters, these ideas can help you find those Ascended Masters that you're in enlightenment, in alignment with. So, okay, it's okay because I am gonna, I always upload the videos. Every video is uploaded and it's on A Gang of Girls, or it's on arielgrace.net. Click on A Gang of Girls Radio tab. Everything is there. Okay? So if you miss something, or you want to watch it again, you can always go over there and watch it again. It's also on YouTube as well. And you can look up Ariel Grace on YouTube and you can see it there. Hi, Susan. So, okay. So this is going to be a good one. If you have questions, remember there's a delay. So if you put them in the comments thing, hopefully I'll see them and then, and I can answer them. All right? Okay. So first, for those of you who are looking for a psychic medium, you can check out my bro, Psychic Theo, and he's at psychictheo.com. He is going to be in Chicago, not this weekend, but next weekend, like the 15th and the 16th. So he'll be up there. He's doing a coffee grounds workshop. For those of you in Chicago who want to meet Theo, check him out there at psychictheo.com. He's got all his events and stuff like that up there. All right, for those of you who want astrology consults, I don't make plans or anything unless I talk to Rockin' Reverend Rhonda. You can check her out at karmiclaw.com. For those of you who want an intuitive, a medical intuitive, you can check out Marcella Zinner at marcellaz.com. If you need a referral to somebody, or are you interested in anything, you can email me at agangofgirlsinc@gmail.com. And if I can't help you, then I will refer you out to someone who can. Okay, just remember to tell me where you're at, though. Okay, all right, so we're going to talk about Ascended Masters. So a lot of people say, well, what the heck is an Ascended Master? An Ascended Master is someone who has lived lots of lifetimes. Hi, Tracy. Hi, bro. Hey, Batman's here, guys. So they've lived lifetime after lifetime after lifetime, and they have learned lesson after lesson after lesson. They have learned their soul's lessons, and they have achieved this title or this way of being Ascended Master. And some of these Ascended Masters. One of them is Yeshua ben Yosef. His name is Yeshua ben Yosef. And if you know who that is, who is that? Who can tell me who Yeshua ben Yosef is? Everybody's heard of him. He's rocking. He's been around other lifetimes. Now, there's a lot of people that say he only lived one lifetime, but he has actually been around. He's been around the cosmos lots of times, he's pretty awesome. A lot of us lived during his lifetime. That's why we have such a strong connection to him, and to his family. I have a strong connection to his family because I was Joseph of Arimathea's niece during that time. And if you don't know who Joseph of Arimathea is, we'll talk about him too. He was my uncle. He was also like the godfather to Jesus. And that's who Yeshua ben Yosef is. That's his actual name. You call him Jesus or Jesus Christ. Christ is actually not his last name. Christ is a level of consciousness. So there are a lot of people who are Christed. It is a level of consciousness. Yeah, it's pretty cool, huh? So he lived back in the day, like about 2,000 years ago. Jesus is an ascended master. Some people call him the Son of God. And he is, he's rocking. He is, there are a lot of people that have different stories about him. And I'm going to say stories because we're talking about a lot of people and a lot of different ways of being and a lot of different beliefs. Okay? So that's why I'm going to say stories. So please don't take it personally. Okay. So there are a lot. There's a really big book written about him. It's the Bible. He's in the Bible. Hey. But a lot of people really think that he's rocking, and he is, and he can help you in so many ways. Hi, rockin' Reverend Rhonda. He can help you in so many ways. There's a lot of things about him, and I always encourage people not to just look in the Bible about the stories in the Bible, but also look at the history. Look at the history about that time period. Look at the history of the people during that time period, because a lot of people forget that he was a Jewish guy. He was Jewish. And he was going around, talking about different things. He was actually a revolutionary guy. There was a lot of stuff going down during that time in the Middle East, just like it is now. And so there were a lot of messiahs going on. So he wasn't the only messiah that was happening at that time. There was like, I think about 5 of them. Yeah. He was just the one that kind of pissed everybody off. Even though he spoke about love and happiness and healing and stuff, he really did make a lot of people mad. He did. So he's pretty cool. His mom, Mother Mary, she's also an awesome lady. She was there for him. She supported him in his efforts to spread the word, to talk about love and fellowship and brotherhood and connection, and to do the healings that they did, because they did a lot of healings. There were a lot of miracles there. And he had his tribe with him. He had the disciples. They were his tribe. And they went around and they did a lot of really cool stuff. And I'm always recommending and saying again, check your history. Look at where these people come from. They've all lived human lives. They've all been on planet Earth. They've all done the same things that we've done or gone through the same things that we have. And if you check out the book of Thomas, that is a really awesome book. And Thomas talks about Jesus as a man. And that's why the book of Thomas isn't in the normal Bible. Because he talks about him being a man. Okay? And I recommend that book for everyone. I actually recommend the Gnostic Bible more than I do the Christian Bible, because the Gnostic Bible, there's a lot of really good wisdom and good information there, you know, and it's not edited down. Like the Bible books that we see now have been edited way down. If you look at a Bible from 100 years ago or 200 years ago, that thing is thick. And you know what? There's a whole bunch of books about women. Wow. Yeah. So look at your history about Jesus. Find out about him. How did he become this person that he is now? Or that people praise him as? Because one of the things that he talked about was, don't make me a deity. I am not God. I am a man. And that is like really cool. That's really awesome. Because, you know, he was, a lot of people call him the Savior. And I do feel like he has saved a lot of people. He has helped a lot of people transition from maybe being not a really good person to an awesome person, to a loving person, or to the person that they really are. He's helped a lot of people overcome their fears. And I'm not just talking about back in the day, I'm talking about right now. And people will tell you, I was saved. Jesus saved me. And you should see them, they just glow. And yeah, sometimes they can be really annoying. But he saved them. Just his energy. And that's why he's Christed. That's why people call him Christ. Okay? And I have this book. These are Jesus's words. It's a channeled book. And it's a really cool one. And I have a couple things that I just want to read. So this is called Sananda's Teaching. There's another name for Jesus. His name is Lord Sananda. And this is something that, it's a channeled message. And it says, the Messiah is to come, bringing many changes and happenings in people's lives and attitudes. The Messiah is present among the light workers who work diligently for the light, so that the intelligence of the light will manifest in all quarters. The Messiah is found in the eyes and ears and words of a child who expresses joy, excitement, and purity. A particular note is the joy they express of current events. The Messiah is found in the boardrooms and meeting rooms, where individuals strive for purity in actions and reveal deceit to the masses. The Messiah is found in the smallest flower, the tallest tree, the mightiest rivers or oceans, or in the quiet of a moment of solitude, when a truth is revealed. Do not look for the Messiah without. Look within, for there you will find him or her. So that, when I read that a while back ago, I thought, oh my God, this is so cool. It like really uplifted me. And here's another one. I have two from here. For in helping others, you help and heal yourself. Be selfish, heal others, and see the flow return to you. These selfish acts are really unselfish acts for the hero, for they require no honest and open heart to give unconditional love to another. So this book. Hi Theo. This is an awesome book. I've had it for a long time, so it's falling apart because I use it a lot. And this is it. It's called Lord Sananda, or Sananda's Teachings. And I don't think you can find it anymore. If you do, it'll be very expensive. I tried to get another one. Okay, so Lord Sananda, Jesus Christ. You'll find with a lot of ascended masters, they're going to have two different names, or they'll have many names, because they are known throughout the world differently by different names. Okay, so Lord Sananda is the Christ being, Jesus, and he comes from like India, Asia, and that's the one that I mostly relate to, is that version of him. And so when you're looking around and you're finding different things, and you're finding the different names and what they mean, and you're looking up stuff and buying books and everything, doing your research, you'll find that there's all these different other names, just like the Archaea Grace. Archaea Grace is also known as Aurora Grace, and she has other names as well. So you'll find that they have titles, because we're going to talk about like Saint Germain. He teaches about the violet flame. What? So, and he's really cool too. So when you're doing your research, look at what resonates with you. When you're looking for ascended masters to help guide you and give you wisdom, remember to really look at what's there, and you'll feel it within you. You're going to feel the shift within you. Okay? There are a lot of people that can relate to Jesus. And one of the reasons why is because, we have all these other lifetimes, but a lot of us were around during that time. We were. Whether we knew him personally or not, we were there. And that's how come where it's easy for us to connect to him too. He's not foreign to us. Okay? All right, cool. All right, so that's Jesus. I'm trying to give short versions, okay? But if you want to look him up, there are a lot of really cool books about Jesus. And not just the Bible. There are other books. So look up the Book of Thomas, any one of you. If you can order the Book of Thomas, or if you have a Gnostic Bible, look up the Book of Thomas and read it. It's very interesting. Gives you a different perspective about Jesus as a man. Okay. All right. So, Mother Mary. Everybody go, Mother Mary and Mary Magdalene, or Mary of Magdala. There's a lot of Marys back in the day, okay? So everybody was named Mary. I mean, there were lots of Marys, there were lots of Josephs, there were lots of Marthas, so some of those stories have been kind of crisscrossed and overlapped and things like that. All right, so Mother Mary, though, stands out. Why? Because, well, she's Jesus's mom. And she has a lot of really awesome... She's just awesome. She is, whenever I think of her, whenever I channel her, the room starts to smell like roses and lilies. And the smell just permeates everything. That's her smell. Roses and lilies. So, and I always tell people too, hey, Rebecca, connecting with her with roses, like the smell of roses, will assist you too with connecting with her. And again, the smell of roses is it's the smell of love. And love is the thing that heals everything. And that's the biggest thing that Mother Mary talks about, is healing. She talks about healing everything and everyone, not just Christians, not just Jewish people, not just this person or that person. She's talking about everybody. Yeah. Because she believes that everybody has that in them, has that specialness. Everyone's special and everybody deserves love. No matter what. No matter who they are. Everyone deserves love. And that's Mother Mary. I mean, she's like the most awesome person. I've done a lot of research on Mother Mary, and Mary of Magdala, because I wanted to know more about the women in that during that time period. And those ladies were just as hard as the men. You know what I'm saying? They were the event coordinators. They were the ones that made sure that Jesus and his disciples got to the places that they needed to go, made sure that they had the things that they needed, make sure they had their food, make sure that they had shelter, made sure that they, were treating or talking to the people that they needed to talk to or heal. So those gals did a lot of work. They made sure all the things that needed to happen happened. So when you look up Mary of Magdala or Mother Mary, and not looking them up in the Bible, but looking at them up as people. Because you have to remember, they were people. They've been people. They're not deities. They're ascended masters. So they've been human. So they understand what it's like to be human. And that's one of the cool things about ascended masters and connecting with them. They're going to understand you and where you're at and where you want to go. The answers you truly seek. See, that's the difference between a lot of angels and ascended masters, is that ascended masters can relate to humankind better, like our everyday struggles and the things that we want to accomplish and our goals and stuff. Whereas angels, a lot of the angels have never been human. So they have not had a human experience. And so sometimes it's hard for them to really, or hard for us and them to really relate to each other. So this is something for you to understand. So if you are looking for guidance in a human type of way, like say you're looking at healing, you want to understand healing better. You want to understand about opening your heart, and you want to understand about the Sacred Heart. Call upon Mother Mary, Mary of Magdala, because they will teach you about Sacred Heart, and they will teach you about opening your heart, and they'll also teach you about love and forgiveness and healing. They're rocking. They are. So I'm very passionate about these two. I've learned a lot about them, and I've learned a lot about what happened back in the day too. So hopefully you too will go and check that out and look at the history and see how they became the people that they are now. Right? Okay. So that was Mother Mary and Mary of Magdala. I'm not going to talk about their lives so much back in the day, except to say that they were the event coordinators. So you have to remember too, they were Jewish. And so there's a lot of Jewish tradition around what happened with Jesus and his family and the extended family. Okay? Okay. So the next person is Lord Melchizedek. He's an ascended master. He's one of the ascended masters that came to the planet. He came before Christ. And he kind of laid the foundation. He laid the foundation for Christ to come and all the other messiahs. And he assisted with teaching. Hi, Guy. So Lord Melchizedek wasn't born. He came down to earth and he assisted kings and he assisted people. He is called the Prince of Peace. He is one of my teachers. He assists with teaching classes. He assists me with doing workshops. He assists me with writing the books and the blog and all that other stuff. And the biggest thing about Lord Melchizedek is that he is about love and devotion. We're not talking about romantic love and devotion. We're talking about love and devotion as far as like the Creator is concerned. He is so awesome. And he can assist you with wisdom and teaching as well, because that's what he is. He's a teacher. And you may hear him being called Grand Master Melchizedek. And I always think that I always crack up when I say that because, you know, he doesn't really remind me of a grandmaster when he's, when I'm talking about him or when I'm connecting with him. But he's a very strict teacher. Grandmaster Lord Melchizedek, he is part of the White Brotherhood, and he assists with, again, love and devotion of the Creator. So if you feel like you're lacking, or you feel like you can't connect to the Creator, or you need more wisdom, or you need something, check him out. Lord Melchizedek. You won't be able to miss that. So he also assists with raising your resonance and enlightenment, like connecting to Creator, and also enlightenment as far as wisdom and that. So if you need some help learning about being spiritual or anything else, really, he's pretty helpful. Connect with Lord Melchizedek. It's pretty awesome. Okay. So also the other thing too, I looked this up, and you may want to look this up too. He is Ascended Master. He is Chohan of the second tier of the Indigo Ray. He overlights many of the conclaves, and his celebration date is November 11th. You can check him out. I'm looking at my notes at RadiantRoseAcademy.com. RadiantRoseAcademy.com. Okay, so you can check him out there. So here's something. It is beloved Lord Melchizedek who birthed the idea of the House of David, not the personality of King David, but the lineage of consciousness, like a bloodline. Okay? So when he came to Earth, he came fully as a man. And when he left Earth, he walked out. And there are a lot of people that say that they want to walk out when they leave the planet. He walked out physically. So he decided he was done, and he went back. he went back to his place in the hierarchy of heaven. So a lot of people have told me they just want to walk out. They want to ascend physically. Hey, you want to do that? Rock on with your bad self. You can do that. I mean, it's really up to you, right? So whether you want to or not, get clear, raise your resonance. You never know what can happen. Okay, so because Lord Melchizedek says that it's not that it can't happen at all. It's up to you to decide if you want it to happen. Okay, so, and that's Lord Melchizedek. And I am ordained under the order of Melchizedek. So I'm a Melchizedek priestess. And part of that is that accepting everyone for who they are. Not necessarily like scripture, or not necessarily like structure, but accepting people as they are, and religions as they are. Because all of it, all religions, all spirituality, it all leads to the same place. People have different stories, different traditions, different histories, but it all leads to the same place. So just accepting people as who they are and loving them for who they are, that's what Lord Melchizedek is about. Love and devotion. Okay. All right, so Saint Germain. Saint Germain is awesome. I don't channel Saint Germain. But I've seen a lot of people channel Saint Germain. And I always get really excited to whenever I'm around somebody who does channel Saint Germain or is connected to Saint Germain, because he's such an interesting ascended master. He's done a lot of different things, and you can check out his history. It's very interesting. But he is like this ascended master too that assists with clearing, and he clears with the violet flame. So what happens is this is when you put your feet on the floor, you're sitting down, make sure you put your feet on the floor for this, is you visualize a violet flame starting at your feet. And what the violet flame does is it purifies you. It purifies your energy field or aura. It purifies like your chakras. It purifies you all the way up. It can also assist with changing your DNA because it purifies your cellular structure. Okay? So when you visualize the violet flame, start at your feet and start visualizing that violet flame coming up and building up over your body. Okay? And build it up, build it up, build it up, build it up all the way to your head. And then when you get to your head, take a deep breath and expand it out. And let that violet flame just purify you. Okay? So Saint Germain and the violet flame, there's lots of different prayers or invocations. And pick one that you like that resonates with you. I know that there's some on YouTube. You can look up Saint Germain, Violet Flame. There's lots of books about Saint Germain and the Violet Flame and like different things about Saint Germain, his channelings and things like that. And you can check it out. He is pretty awesome, and he is always uplifting. And when people usually channel Saint Germain, it's not like rah, 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 rah. It's joyful. It is. So this is one of the invocations of the violet flame, okay? So it's Saint Germain Violet Flame. I am the violet flame. In action in me now. I am the violet flame. To light alone I bow. I am the violet flame. In mighty cosmic power. I am the light of God, shining every hour. I am the violet flame, blazing like a sun. I am God's sacred power, freeing everyone. And so, if you say this, the violet flame, it can assist too with breaking up old stuff. So that's one of the invocations. All right? Okay. You can look him up, Saint Germain. And the violet flame, all-consuming flame, is the seventh ray aspect of the Holy Spirit. Isn't that cool? Yeah. It emerges from the white fire core as omnipotent love of the blue that combines all the omnipresent power of the pink refracted in the prism of the Christ consciousness, accomplishing the perfect work of the truth that makes every man free. Hi, Ashu. So that's what the violet flame does. It frees you. Okay, so the other name for him too, Saint Germain, is freedom. So you may hear him being called freedom. Interesting. And if you look too, you may see him also connected with Thomas Jefferson. See how it connects there? Saint Germain, freedom, Thomas Jefferson, United States. Yeah. Declaration of Independence. Wow. Is that cool or what? So there's lots of connections to be made through these ascended masters and what they have done here on earth. Okay? So check it out because it's an exciting path to take. And it's exciting to see like who, what, when, where, and how. All right. Hi, Session. Hi. Okay, so, and that was Saint Germain and the Violet Flame. All right, so the next one is one of my favorites too. Another one, Lady Nada. And you might hear me call her Lady Nada and the Pink Lightning Angels because she has pink lightning angels around her. Lady Nada's awesome. She does help me with soul retrieval. She also helps when I do healings. I can actually see when she comes in to do healings because she lays her hands on top of my hands whenever we do healing. So that's why you may see me when I'm doing this kind of stuff. That's usually her like sending something out to somebody, which is really cool because she's always wanting, she always encourages that, and her thing is encouraging healing. Her healing, like physical healing, so energy work. Okay, so Lady Nada and the Pink Lightning Angels assist with a lot of different things. They're pretty cosmic. That's what I would call her. A lot of people are like, oh wow, Lady Nada and the Pink Lightning Angels. But if you connect with her, and you'll see her take on form. She's like really pretty and stuff, and you'll see these pink and gold sparkles all around her. And that's the Pink Lightning Angels. Okay, so she does assist with a lot of different things. So this is what I found, and I thought this is a good description of her. She assists with soul retrieval, like I said, and when we do soul retrieval, like what we're doing is we're balancing karma, we're clearing out old lifetimes, and we're like clearing, and getting rid of that old stuff that doesn't serve you. So we burn it out, basically. And so she sits on the karmic board. She assists with balance and justice. Okay, so she's also part of the Pink Ray of Divine Love. Lady Nada is an initiate and master of the path of the Ruby Ray, and she teaches the unfolding of the Rose of Heart, helping us to develop sensitivity of the heart. She is very much involved with the initiation and sponsorship of Twin Flames and the Aquarian Age family. She also ministers to the world's children with legions of angels who personally tend to the needs of the youth. So if you have teenagers, you might want to ask Lady Nada to assist you with your teenagers, because she does assist with helping balance out things. Okay, so she assists teenagers with calming, and again, it's that rose thing. So like when I do heart soul retrieval, she always places within the heart, it's a heart crystal. Like, it's so neat to watch this happen, but it's a heart crystal with a rose in it. So when the crystal goes into the heart, the rose grows and expands, and it assists with heartache and heartbreak so that you're healing. And I think that's like, wow. She also assists with opening the Sacred Heart, because the Sacred Heart assists us with unconditional love. And so this is something that is, it's important. A lot of people are afraid of unconditional love because, I'll be a doormat. Unconditional love is not being a doormat. Unconditional love is unconditional love. That's it. It's acceptance. It's love. It's love without expectation. Right. Okay. So those are the Ascended Masters that we're talking about tonight. And remember, Ascended Masters, most of them have lived lifetime after lifetime learning their soul's lessons. They've accomplished that place of enlightenment, whatever that is, because each Ascended Master has a different thing that they have done or a different process they've gone through. And that's good, because look at all the people here on Earth. We're all different. And these aren't all the Ascended Masters either. I'm going to be talking about some more Ascended Masters next week. Bodhisattva, which is Buddha, Kuan Yin. So we will talk about both of them. Li Ching. We're also going to be talking about a couple more. I haven't decided which yet. But the reason why I wanted to talk to you about Ascended Masters and let you know about them is because we're coming up to a place during this time of year where the veils are going to be thin. And the veils between the worlds thin up. From like mid-September, they start to thin all the way into about mid-November or so. And so the overlap is huge. And this is a good time if you're a beginner person that is looking to work with healing or intuitive work. If you're a beginner, this is a great time for you to practice and make your connections. Practice, practice, practice. Flex those intuitive muscles. Flex them. And that way you get into the habit of connecting. You get into the habit of communication and getting to know your guides and angels, whoever they may be. All right? This time during the thing of the veils, you'll feel more. You'll see more. You'll hear more. And that raises your confidence so that when you're out and about, you're doing your thing, it assists your confidence. Because that's a lot of what we need is that confidence thing. And the only way you get confidence is through what? Practice. Practice every day. Take time every day to do something. So one of the things that you can do energy-wise is you can put your hands together like this, okay? And as you put your hands together like this, spread them out a little bit. And you're going to start to feel the energy between your hands. You might feel like little tingles, prickles, and just keep moving your hands. You can move your hands out a little further. You might even be able to see the little energy ball that you're creating. Right? So you've created this nice energy ball. And you can take your energy ball and place it within you. Or you can throw it at somebody. I used to work at a grocery store. There were a lot of great cranky people that used to go there. So you create energy balls and throw them at them. It was very fun. Because they know, people know when they get an energy ball. Because they feel good. It's like, whoa, what's that? So create your energy balls. Do your work. Right? Yeah. Okay. So remember that we're coming towards the thinning of the veils. And so when you are practicing, remember, that we are coming to that place. You may see your ancestors, your spirit guides, your angels. Remember to scribe and remember to start writing down what you're seeing. Feeling, hearing, knowing. Okay? Clairvoyance, clairsentience, claircognizance, clairaudience. Those are the main four. All right? Okay. Whew. That was fun, right? All right. So, if you missed part of the video, tomorrow I'll be uploading it, and you can check it out at arielgrace.net. Click on the Gang of Girls Radio tab. Click. Scroll down. You'll see it. All right? Here's the deal. I'm going to keep doing the Facebook Live things because I haven't accomplished all the things that I wanted to accomplish. So we're going to keep doing Facebook Live events for right now until I get that going on. And then after I've accomplished my goals, then we'll go back on the radio. But for right now, we're doing Facebook Live events. And we're going to be talking more about the thinning of the veils as we get closer and what you can do to assist yourself during the thinning of the veils. And, you know, this is the time of year that this thinning of the veils is actually like the best time for you to sit and work. The veils get thin also during the spring as well. And so when we come back into spring, I'll remind you again. That way you can continue to raise your confidence at what you're doing and you do your thing, right? It gives you joy. Okay. All right. Oh, let's see. I know I was supposed to say something else. Oh, yeah, that's right. This Friday, This Friday, I'm doing $50 Fridays for those of you who want $50 for 45 minutes reading energy session. You can check that out. Book on Friday. Okay, send me an email, agangofgirlsinc@gmail.com, and I'll set you up, okay? Don't send me a Facebook message, please, because I've been missing some reason I'm missing Facebook messages, and some people got upset. So please just email me, agangofgirlsinc@gmail.com. Okay? All right, so have a great holiday tomorrow. Remember to stay safe and keep your hearts open and align with the energy of love. Have a good week, everyone. Good night.